This is another chapter in transition. This is something of a preface to the genetics section. C.D. Darlington, the great British geneticist, said that there was 3 forbidden questions in science. He also called them the 3 great lies in science. And they were that the question of, is man an animal? Now, Darwin and Huxley answered this one pretty much with their massive work showing how evolution operated in nature. But before that, you couldn't even ask that question. You could get in academic trouble. Then the second forbidden question was human sexuality. If you wanted to study that, you'd just basically be called a pervert and weren't acceptable in academic or polite society. That sort of changed in the late 30s with the Kinsey Report. And it may have gotten okay to ask, but it hasn't been examined in many ways. That will actually get touched on in the morality section later on. But the third question, the third forbidden question is heredity. And it's for various reasons, especially accommodation. Basically, everybody agrees you don't talk about differences in race, tribe, men and women even, any differences between people, individuals. And it's sort of understandable in ways because it many times has led to warfare and been used as an excuse for racism. World War II was largely a race war. Shortly after Darwin's published The Origin of the Species, the concept of social Darwinism came up, and it was very popular in Northern Europe, as a matter of fact. And it's the concept that, you know, one society wins and one society loses, sort of like in evolution of the species. But it doesn't work exactly that way. As Darlington's description of society and social development shows, that progress has been the coming togethers of people. Undoubtedly, some tribes have vanished, but mostly it is the coming together of tribes and the hybridization of the different tribes that has caused human progress. And you can still certainly get in trouble for this. I think it was Dr. Watson of Watson and Crick who recently got in a lot of trouble for making what was interpreted as a racist comment. But the thing of it is in this case, it cannot be, this work, the study of heredity, cannot really be used to support jingoistic racism, because the bottom line is that we're going to need all the genetic diversity we have available to make it to the next ecology. And we don't know what the best genes, quote, the superior genes are going to be. We're going to need everything we've got. And so we really need to talk about race and tribe to find out what the potentials of humans are that we will have to use. In any case, the problem with doing this, saying a question is off limits to science, is it distorts a lot of understanding. And so the foundation of this story transition, it has a lot to do with genetics. So heredity is what it's about. Do not give a knee-jerk reaction, like many people are taught to, that once you talk about tribes, it's racist. No, all the races have potentials to offer, and we're going to need what they have. And how this describes it is going to change some of the rules. Social Darwinism was never that accurate anyway, and it certainly doesn't apply here. Thank you very much. The next section will be the genetics introduction that describes pretty much what the genetic part of this is about. Thank you much.